Next, shapes of orbitals. Shapes of orbitals. Before going to the shapes of orbitals, we need to discuss about radial probability, nodal planes, and radial nodes like that. Radial probability is otherwise called as D function. Radial probability is otherwise called as D function. That is equal to 4 pi r square dr psi square. Once again, 4 pi r square dr psi square. Here dr represents distance between two adjacent spheres. Distance between two adjacent spheres. Psi already we know it is amplitude, a wave function. Here radial probability distribution curves. Radial probability distribution curve shows that the variation of radial probability with the radial distance of electron from the nucleus. Suppose at the center nucleus is there. After that, these electrons are revolving in a particular orbits. So each orbit has some distance, different distances from the nucleus. In a particular orbit, the electron can revolve. So these curves, if you draw these curves, we can discuss now. These curve shows the variation of radial probability with the radial distance of an electron from the nucleus. So how much probable an electron is present if you go certain distance from the nucleus? Next one, node or radial node or nodal region. As we move on from the nucleus, in orbits, there is a chance to find the electron. There is a space between two successive orbits. In that area, there is no probability of finding the electron. So, a node or radial node or nodal region, that is the space around the nucleus where the probability of finding the electron is 0. That is equal psi square is equal to 0. So, we cannot find the electrons in those areas. How to calculate number of radial nodes? Number of radial nodes is equal to n minus L minus 1. N minus L minus 1. Next one, number of nodal planes or number of angular nodes. Number of nodal planes or angular nodes is equal to L. Nodal plane is otherwise called as angular node, that is equal to L. Now, what is the meaning of nodal plane or angular node? The plane in which the probability of finding the electron is 0. Here, if we consider node or nodal region, this is the space. The nodal plane means that is the plane. The plane in which the probability of finding the electron is 0. So, if we consider different orbitals, how to calculate number of radial nodes and how to calculate number of angular nodes. Suppose if we consider first as 1s orbital, number of radial nodes formula is equal to n minus L minus 1. So 1 minus 0 minus 1 is equal to 0. Number of angular nodes is equal to 0 because L is equal to 0 for s orbital. If we consider 2s orbital, here n is equal to 2. So this value represents n, this value represents n. So here 2 minus 0 minus 1 is equal to 1. L is equal to 0 for s orbital. If we consider 3s orbital, here n is equal to 3. So 3 minus 0 minus 1 is equal to 2 because for s L value is equal to 0. Okay. So number of angular nodes is equal to 0. If we consider 3p orbital, here n is equal to 3, L is equal to 1. That's why number of radial nodes is equal to 3 minus 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. Number of angular nodes is equal to L is equal to 1. If we consider 3d orbital, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2. So then 3 minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 0 in the case of number of radial nodes, but the number of angular nodes or nodal planes is equal to 2 because for D L is equal to 2. Okay, these the calculation of radial nodes and angular nodes are useful object like so. Please revise once again. You need to know about the L values. Okay, for S orbital L is equal to 0, for P orbital L is equal to 1, for D orbital L is equal to 2. Please take care. For F orbital L is equal to 3. Okay, right. N value, the first value, this value represents N value. Okay. Next one. For S orbital L is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, if we consider the shape of the S orbital, it is spherical. For example, if N is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, that represents 1s orbital. Suppose if N is equal to 2, L is equal to 0, it represents 2s orbital. So these are the radial distribution curves for 1s orbital, 2s orbital and 3s orbital. Radial distribution curves. This is D. D means D function. This represents radius. So here this is the peak. Here 2 peaks are there for 2s orbital. For 3s orbital, 3 peaks are there. This area represents node. This is minimum. These upper radius peaks are called as maximas. For 3s orbital, 3 maxima and 2 minima. If we consider for 1s orbital, here 0.529, that is equal to around 0.53 angstroms, maxima or peak can appear. So if we consider 2s orbital, the first peak is around the same like this 0.5, around 529 or 53 angstroms. The second peak is at 2.6 angstroms. The minima is 1.1 angstroms. This area represents node. This area represents maxima represents maximum probability of electron. In this area, node 0 probability of finding the electron. Okay, this is 1s orbital curve. This is 2s orbital curve. This is 3s orbital curve. If you observe 1s, 2s, 3s orbitals, probability density plots. All these are s orbital. If you observe here for 1s orbital, there is no node. Here is also there is no minima like this. So here there is no node. If you consider 2s orbital, here the middle part is this represents one node. So here 2s orbital, here this represents one node. Okay. If we consider 3s orbital, 2 nodes are present. 2 nodes. This is one node. This is another node. Like this here in 3s orbital we have this is one node, this is another node, the minimas. Okay, so if we compare these probability density plots with the radial distribution curves, we can easily identify the nodes or nodal regions and orbitals. Where maximum probability of electron is there, where minimum probability of electron is there, these regions we can identify. If you consider the s orbital, here the probability of finding the electron in nucleus is 0 because in nucleus there is no chance to have an electron. Okay. Here R0 represents, suppose this is R0, this is R0. Maxima represents R0, which where that is the most probable distance where there is a chance to have electron. Here R0 always directly proportional to N, because if N value increases, the radius of the orbitals increases. For first orbit, that is around 0.529 or 0.53 angstroms. For second orbit, this is 2.6, this is the maximum. The size of the orbitals increases like this, 1s, 2s, 3s, 3. That is the increasing order. Here the number of peaks represents N. Here N is equal to 3. Suppose if we consider here N is equal to 3. In this case N is equal to 3. So number of peaks, that is equal to number of peaks. For 2s orbital, here for 2s orbital, this 1.1 angstrom represents, indicates a radial node. Okay, so the minimas represents nodes, whereas the maxima represents maximum probability of a particular electron. Suppose if we consider at 0.529 angstroms or 0.53 angstroms, the 1s orbital, in 1s electron probability is more or maximum. So at 2.6 angstroms from the nucleus, the 2s electron probability is maximum. If we consider 1.1 angstrom, here the electron probability is minimum or 0. Like this we can understand where maximum probability of finding the electron is possible, where minimum probability of finding the electron is possible. Okay. Here these are the graphs. Variation of orbital wave function. This is a variation of probability density. Okay. If we consider this for 1s orbital, the graph will be like this. This is psi r against r. Here psi square r against r, almost similar. Okay. But in the case of 2s orbital, there may be some difference we can find, because this is psi. Already we discussed psi amplitude, it may be positive or negative, but if we consider psi square, it always will be positive. So if it becomes positive means again the curve will be like this. So this is related to 2s orbital. Once again observe, this is only psi, this is psi square. So regarding psi, it may be positive or negative, but this point represents node. Here also this point represents node, but this is psi square. So there is no chance to become negative in this case. Next one, if you consider p sub level, for p sub level L is equal to 1, then automatically m values becomes -1, 0, +1. So 3 m values represents 3 different orbitals. Simple logic. 3 m values different, 3 different orbitals, px, py, pz. Each orbital is a dumbbell shape. It has two lobes separated by one nodal plane. Two lobes separated by one nodal plane. Two lobes separated by one nodal plane. Okay, nodal plane for px is equal to, that is x orbital. Px means the probability of finding the electron along x is maximum. Then yz plane become nodal plane. For py orbital, maximum electronic density is present on the y-axis. That's why xz plane is nodal plane. For pz orbital, electron density is maximum on z-axis. So nodal plane is equal to xy. Nodal plane is equal. Please observe, for px, yz is the nodal plane. For py orbital, xz is the nodal plane. For pz orbital, nodal plane is xy. So these all orbitals are perpendicular to each other. Everyone is 90 degrees to each other. So these are the radial distribution curves for 2p and 3p orbital. For 2p there is no node, one peak is there. For 3p, one node is there and two peaks are there. Okay. If we consider this sub level, L is equal to 2. If L is equal to 2, m values ranges from -2, -1, 0, +1, +2. The orbitals may be like this: dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square dash y square and dz square orbitals. These are the 5 different orbitals present in d sublevel. For conventional purpose, for dz square we can consider m is equal to 0. Simple logic. Wherever z is there, or only z, this is dz square. For dz square, we can consider as m is equal to 0, only single z. Okay. Next one, except for dz square, the remaining orbitals have double dumbbell shape. Except dz square, the remaining orbitals are double dumbbell shape. Okay, except dz square, the remaining orbitals have 4 lobes. These 4 lobes are separated by 2 nodal planes. These 4 lobes are separated by 2 nodal planes. For dz square, only one dumbbell is there, but it has 2 big lobes. The remaining has ordinary lobes, but dz square, it has only one dumbbell, but the lobes are big. That is, these lobes are arranged in a z-axis. Okay, and a small ring is present in xy plane. That ring is otherwise called as a collar or tag. So these 2 lobes are present on z-axis and a ring is present in xy plane. So in dxy, dyz, dxz orbitals, in all these three orbitals, lobes are present between corresponding axes. Please observe this point. In dxy, dyz, and dxz orbitals, lobes are present between the respective axes. For example, if we consider dxy, the lobes are present between x and y axes. If we consider dyz, the lobes are present between y and z axes. If you consider dxz orbital, lobes are present between x and z axes. Next one, if you consider dx square dash y square and dz square, here lobes are present on the corresponding axis. Please, there is two different sets. In the first set, our lobes are present between the axes. In the second set, lobes are present on the axis. So for dxy, xz and yz nodal planes are there. For 2 dyz, xy and xz nodal planes are there. For dxz, xy and yz nodal planes are there. Once again, here dxy. So z is common for the nodal planes. This is dyz. So x is common for the nodal planes. This is xz. So y is common for the nodal planes. Okay. For dx square dash y square orbital, two nodal planes which are perpendicular to each other, which make an angle of 45 degrees to x axis and y axis. Why? Because here these lobes are present on the axis. That's why the nodal planes are perpendicular to each other. At the same time, they can make an angle of 45 degrees to x axis and y axis. Suppose if we consider dz square orbital, it has no nodal plane. Okay, because of its different shape. Okay. Next one. This is the radial distribution curve for 3D orbital. It has only one peak. For next one, this is f sub level. For f sub level, L is equal to 3. So then m values are ranging from -3 to +3. So nearly there are 7 different f orbitals are there. Their shape is quadrangular or four-fold angle shape. That is somewhat complex, not easy to represent on the board. Okay, next one. Order of energies of different sublevels of a shell are S, P, D, F, all are in increasing order. Okay, next if you observe boundary surface diagrams for different orbitals, the first one is 1s orbital, it is spherical, so it should be like this. The second one, this is 2px orbitals, these lobes are arranged along the x-axis, please observe. Here this is 2py orbital, these two lobes are arranged along the y-axis. This is 2pz orbital, these lobes are arranged along the z-axis. Okay. Next one, that is 3dxy orbital. In 3dxy orbital, the four lobes are arranged between x and y axis. Next one, 3dxz orbital. In this orbital, these four lobes are arranged between x and z axis. Next one, 3dxy. These lobes are arranged between z and y axis. Next one, the last two are different. 3dx square dash y square. Here these four lobes are arranged on x and y axis only. Okay. Next one, the last one is 3dz square. Two big lobes are present on the z axis, which are surrounded by column. Okay, na? So these are the boundary surface diagrams of different orbitals. Please copy them. S orbital spherical, P orbital dumbbell, D orbital double dumbbell, like that. F orbital is quarter dumbbell. Okay. Next one, in this table, we are discussing about the number of radial nodes, number of angular nodes or nodal planes, and total number of nodes. With respect to number of minimas and maximas in the radial probability distribution curve. So here number of radial nodes is equal to n minus n minus 1, that is the formula. If we consider 1s orbital, for 1s orbital n is equal to 1 node. Okay, L value is 0 for s orbital. So total number of radial nodes is equal to 0. If we consider 2s orbital, n is equal to 2. The L value already is 0, you know. So number of radial nodes 1. For 2p orbital, n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1 for p orbital, so it becomes 0. For 3s orbital, n is equal to 3. Okay, L is equal to 0 for s orbital, so number of radial nodes is equal to 2. Next one, for 3p orbital, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 1, so it becomes 1. For 3d orbital, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2, that is equal to 0. Okay, next if we consider number of angular nodes or nodal planes, that is equal to n. For s orbital, L is equal to 0, we can write as it is. Here is also for s orbital, L is equal to 0, we can write. For p orbital, L is equal to 1, okay, 1. For s orbital, again L is equal to 0. For p orbital, again L is equal to 1. For d orbital, L is equal to 2. Next one, total number of nodes is equal to sum of radial nodes plus sum of angular nodes. So after adding both of them, minus L plus L will cancel together, we can get n minus 1. So here n is equal to 1, so 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Here n is equal to 2, so 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. Here n is equal to 2 in the case of 2p, so in the same like the table, 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. Here in 3s, n is equal to 3, so 3 minus 1, 2. So in 3p, n is equal to 3, same like that, 3 minus 1, 2. In 3d, again n is equal to 3, 3 minus 1, 2. So if you observe the radial probability distribution curves, in the case of 1s orbital, you have 0 minima and 1 maxima. That maxima, that peak represents the maximum probability of electron. In the case of 2s, you can find one node and 2 peaks. That 2 peaks are maximas for one. Okay. Next, in the case of 2p orbital, you have 0 minimas and 1 maxima. In the case of 3s orbital, if you observe 3 maximas are there. If 3 maximas are there, 2 minimas are there. 2 minimas represents 2 nodes. In the case of 3p, okay, in the case of 3p, here if you observe 2 maximas are there. If 2 maxima means 1 node, 1 minima. In the case of 3d, you have only 1 maxima, so minimas will be 0. If you observe, always maximas are more, if minimas are less than 1 to the maxima. Where maxima is equal to 1, minima become 0. Maximas are 2 means minima become 1. In the case of maxima is 3, minimas becomes 2, like that. Okay, please observe that. Okay, these are useful for objective examinations. In the previous examinations also, in so many examinations, they asked about the total number of nodes, number of radial nodes, and number of angular nodes. Okay, please once again observe this one represents the n value, s represents the n value, like this. So if you revise all the n values and n values, you can do easily.